Try and do some dhikr before the salah. So just before the salah, get your mind into a mode of thinking about Allah. So for example, if you were just playing a computer game and you start reading a book or try to go to sleep straight away, you'll see the computer game in your mind. Yes or no, guys? When you're doing an activity, when you've been watching something or engaged with something so deeply, you get to the next activity, that thing will follow in your mind immediately. It won't stay there for good, but for the first few minutes it'll be in there. So what you've just done is you've just been in dunya. To go straight into the akhirah, the dunya will play in your mind. It's natural, it'll play in your mind. So have a little breaker. That's why we have the adhan before. See, the adhan's supposed to be a moment where everyone breaks off and cuts off from everything else. This is how traditionally it was. Traditionally in the Prophet ﷺ's time, when Bilal radiallahu anhu got onto the roof of the masjid, because there was no minaret at that time, he came onto the roof of the masjid. I mean, they made a separate place for him to climb up onto. Or when before that he gave it from outside of the masjid. When he said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. When they heard that in Medina, everyone dropped whatever they had. Sellers, they dropped what they had to. Buyers dropped it, what they had to. People working their fields just left it. And they walked off. And they listened to the adhan. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. And they're hearing the beautiful sound of Bilal. I don't know how Bilal radiallahu anhu used to do it. I'm just doing whatever adhan I can at this moment. But when they heard that, he was like, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. And they're walking towards salah, they're getting their wudu done, and they're listening to the adhan. Allah is the greatest. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he's been mentioned in Allah. Allah's mentioned first that we bear witness that Allah is the only God. We say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentions there, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. We bear witness, or I bear witness that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Allah's servant, His messenger. And they're doing the wudu, or they're coming for the salah, or they're coming in the masjid, and they're listening, and they're breaking off. See, the whole thing is break off from the dunya. Hayya ala salah. Come to salah. Why should I come? Hayya ala al-falah. Come to your success. Come to success. And the last thing before that, and beautiful, just Allah is the greatest, a breaker from everything. In between, it was about statement about Allah, statement of the Prophet ﷺ, statement about the salah, three things. Allah is the greatest, Muhammad ﷺ we follow, he showed us how to pray salah, we're going to do it, and at the end, who are we doing it for? Allahu Akbar, Akbar, La ilaha illallah. It's only Allah. Now can you imagine the mind? If you listen to it, if you break up from the whole of the dunya, you're in a mindset of salah. Now you've broken off. Now what did the Muslims do in the early days when they came to the masjid? First, they left all their work when the adhan was said, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes before, whatever it was. They left everything. Then they did the wudu. Then they came to the masjid. They prayed this individual nafil salah. They prayed the sunan salah. Not like last minute, get inside there, missing the rak'ahs, Allahu Akbar, trying to catch the imam in the ruku. No. Slowly, steadily they prayed and they sat down and they were in dhikr, in remembrance of Allah until the Imam appeared.